Hey everyone, we're back, and more importantly, you're back. Player rankings time after Liverpool were beaten 3-1 by Chelsea, and that is the most upbeat intro I've ever done after a loss in my entire life. Don't get used to it, they won't be around for long. We've literally got 3 more games left of whatever. And then after that, it's back to business. And hopefully Liverpool win a couple of them as well. I realised earlier on, actually, mid-game, slightly off topic, I wanted Liverpool to win all the remaining matches, obviously, because why wouldn't I? But I kind of hit home, mainly after Chelsea scored. I kind of went, well, as long as we win the Anfield games, I could probably live with that. So now I'm completely sold on us winning the 2 at Anfield, in particular the Palace one. The Arsenal one will be fucking boss because it's Arsenal, and that'd just be funny. But the Palace one, to make the whole day, the whole occasion, all the more sweeter, that's where I'm at right now. So thanks for indulging me on that momentarily. Now we'll get down to business. Alisson Becker, where does he rank? Where does he... Do you know what? I might pitch the idea of a season one of these, post-season. I've just dawned on me that second. I might do a season one at some point. Maybe after Palace. Possibly. I might jib that match and just do it. We'll speak about it this time. Alisson Becker, what do you think of Alisson? Yeah, listen, I hate Chelsea as well. And it sucks that it was them, but... yeah. It does suck. I get it. It's annoying. Alisson sound. Alisson's, I see you. Lee Guy says Alisson sound as well. Alisson let down by Quansah. Swapnil says Alisson sound. Lots of sounds. Yeah, I thought Alisson come out of it pretty unscathed, didn't he? Would have been nice. Had he have saved... fucking hell, that was high. Would have been nice. I am in a good mood. Had he have saved the penalty, but, you know, we could all move on with our lives. Yeah, do you know what? I can only assume he thought he was offside and he just fancied clattering someone. But yeah, he looked a few ribeyes deep there when he was hurtling out, full of testosterone. Yeah, mad one. You don't Lucy Alisson Becker do shit like that either, but there we go. Trent, what do you make of Trent? Always a fun subject at the minute is Trent. Love when people talk to me about him. It's wonderful. Sound, didn't offer much going forward, no defensive mistakes, low sound. Gino, really? Listen, I don't think Trent was amazing, don't get me wrong. But that last bit is a huge surprise to me. I thought people would be hating on some of the others. Jono says he was awful. Low sound, didn't see much of the long ball. No, as an attacking weapon outlet, he wasn't really used at all today, was he? I'm not sure whether that was him or what. But yeah, it was a quiet game for him, actually. High messing, nowhere to be seen. Yeah. Fair enough, we might have our first straddler. We've got quite a lot of messings and quite a lot of sounds, and when that happens, they normally just border the 2. So that's what we've gone with there as well. Didn't even realise it was playing, says Paul. Okay, that says a lot, doesn't it? And let's be honest, with Trent, we normally know he's there for good and for bad. Like, if he's having a stinker, it's usually a fucking all-timer stinker, where he's getting skinned every 2 minutes and he's putting in horror shows of defensive outputs. Or he's running the show from right back, and he's kind of on them things today. So okay, interesting. Sound. Jarell Quansah. Fucking hell. Delayed that long enough. Let's do Jarell Quansah and try and be kind. He says, I know it's not going to be pretty. I'm aware of that. I try and be positive about people. A, because I quite like Liverpool players, and B, I'm a nice person, and C, because we won the Premier League. But I'm aware this isn't going to be pretty. So, yeah, go for it. Do your worst, as they say. Do your worst. Low sound, unlucky, quite poor game to forget. I think that game to forget point is accurate. And what I would say on it, as much as I do like him, and I will go into bat for him and stand his corner, he's had a bad season. At this point, there's no point suggesting, keep him there. There's no point suggesting, you know, he's got time to turn it round, or we'll see what the second. It's too late for that. He's had a bad season. His season's been borderline a write-off. There've been a few handful of performances in there that looked okay, but compared to last year, which was a breakout season for him, it's been the opposite of that. He's had lots of games to forget. He's had lots of moments to forget. He's been unlucky at times as well. A few things have gone against him. A couple of situations have conspired against him. I thought the own goal today was one of them, for what it's worth. But he hasn't covered himself in glory at times either. He's made mistakes. He's made errors of judgment. He's been off it. Obviously, and it all started way back for the first game of the season, didn't it? He started the match, which is, you know, a real sort of ticking the box and a showing of faith from Arne Slot in many ways. He started such a way, he gets taken off at half-time. And straight away you're wondering, okay, first off, this is a ruthless manager who doesn't suffer fools gladly. He makes brutal decisions. And second, where does he stand now? And he's never really got going ever again. So it's interesting. Okay, where are we putting him? I've still got him in my hand, despite all that. Bad season, but a champion, I'll take that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the past didn't help, but then could Quansah stand off? Could he wait? Probably do something different. We got a straddler from CMAC. If someone suggests a straddler, that's it. Virgil. I thought he was okay, actually. Scored the goal, too, which momentarily, like, it might get us back into it. Yeah, Virgil. Nothing you could do about the own goal. Really bad pass from Sob. But yeah, a lot of people, you know, and the own goal I completely agree with. There's nothing you can do about that whatsoever. He just happens to exist in that space of air. But, yeah, it's just one of them things, isn't it? And he had an okay game aside from that. But again, the penalty given away is a blot on his copybook, isn't it, ultimately? Anyway, let's do Virgil. Gino says high sound. Virgil was sound, nothing special. Low sound, Quansah higher than Trent. I mean, we're talking millimetres, guys. Sorry. Virgil's in strolling mode. Yeah, I think there's a lot of that, actually, today, particularly from Virg. We've got a lot of sounds coming in from Virg. Sound, yeah, he went up top for a little bit at the end, he did. Yeah, okay. I think we're mid-soundish, maybe slightly below Alisson, aren't we? Kostas Tsimikas. What did we think of Kostas Tsimikas? Really battled, actually, once or twice. I'm just left so nonplussed by Kostas. Obviously I like him as a footballer. And I think, you know, he's been a very good understudy, backup left back. But I don't know, I just feel like we've come to the natural conclusion of his time at Liverpool. And I think today was another example as to why. There's just a level and a ceiling, which is fine, but it's not there. And I still think Andy Robertson, for all his faults this year, and there have been many of them, I still think his highest level is higher than his. And if he dips below his best, it's quite clear to see immediately. But yeah, that kind of sums it up, doesn't it, really? Kostas low sound. Kostas bosses for shit out of Caicedo. Yeah, there's quite a bit of that going on today. Some Liverpool players leaving him on, Lavia, and the fans having a pop at Lavia, and yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. Not Prem level. Ooh, harsh from Benny. Losing his battles, you're messing, fell off in the second half. Okay, we're not having Kostas Tsimikas then. Where's my midfield? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I've lost a magnet on Harvey. That might come to bite me on the arse. Let's do Harvey Elliott first. What do we think of Harvey Elliott? Yeah, I've seen a lot of criticism for Harvey Elliott. Let's get that out there early doors. I thought a little bit was justified. I thought some was a bit harsh too. Never got into the game and never sort of managed to make the impact they clearly would have wanted to have done, because I made the point pre-match about, for someone like him, that was an opportunity to show Arne Slot that he'd been wrong this whole time for not playing him, and also to show Arne Slot that he has to be part of his plans for next season. Didn't really do either of them things. He's got 3 more opportunities to do it, though it's not done yet. You can't write him off based on this. But yeah, today wasn't it. Wasn't it at all. Elliott, your messing just wasn't great. Didn't get on the ball. Lost some of it. Yeah, his use of the ball was what disappointed me most of all, actually. You want to see him offering and picking up those pockets of space that he does so well. And I think he had elements of that, actually. But then when he got it, that next bit lacked all too often. C-Max is straddling as well. Dizzy up the fools is straddling. Horrible game, you messing, did not suit him. Missed his chance to shine. Oh, God. Yeah, it's not pretty. It's not pretty, guys. And I like Harvey Elliott. Okay, we got another straddler, I think. Oh, we are lacking. And I told you we'd miss that magnet, didn't I? She's moving anyway. She's moving. Can't get hold of her, but she's moving. Ah, that's a real... It's going to have to... Javier's going to go there. by a cruel twist of fate, he's going to have to live there. Curtis Jones. Now, I think, and this might be a Twitter thing, but feel free to tell me it's a worldwide thing. I think Curtis Jones got the most criticism out of anybody during that game. So therefore, what did you guys think of it? I'm going to leave it up to you for a moment. Douglas kicks us off with Jones, oh my God. Never bodes well. Kyle Richardson said he was awful today. Jones, you're messing. Slipped. He did slip a couple of times. I think he had fucking flip-flops on for a minute. He kept it in the deck. Jones was horrible. Not as bad as Elliott. Jones in the bin. Low sound for Jones. Unfortunately, a really low messing. Curtis, you're messing. Lee Guy says you're messing. Low sound. Sadly, I think sound might be kind at this point. Please destroy the card. That's just left me screaming. But that whoever said that, I'm not for negativity around Liverpool, especially when we're Premier League champions, but that's funny. Curtis just slipping all over the place. Saw a lot of the ball, wasted a lot of it. Yeah, wasted is 100, wasted the ball, wasted everyone's time. That sounds fucking hell. Whoever said that so harsh. Sorry, Curtis, but it wasn't good. Yeah, he's been on the bevy, just 100%. Listen, a couple of them have enjoyed themselves, and can you blame them? Can you blame them? Let's do Wataru Endo. Now, I'll say my piece. I often just leave it to you guys. I thought he was fucking brilliant. Brilliant. If there was, objectives and incentives for the players out there today, certainly a handful of them that haven't really been in Slot's plans, to get in Slot's plans, he's the one who took it for me. I thought he was brilliant. And it's fascinating how a lot of the stuff I have often thought is what he's lacking in his repertoire that means Slot doesn't use him that much. I think he showed loads of it today. Like little passes around the corner, little moments of invention, bursts of pace into the final third, getting into the box, the third man runner. Honestly, defensively solid, brilliant, putting his body on the line, nearly deserved to save their second goal from going in. And yeah, just brilliant. In a very, very, very under par performance, I thought he was excellent. I really do. I'm not going to stand here and say, you're talking, I don't know, he has to start every single game between now and the rest of time. But I thought, again, in very difficult circumstances, against a decent Chelsea side, a Chelsea side that wanted it as well, perhaps more importantly, I thought he was really good. Really, really good. He was legit moving so slick. I have no idea where Slot took him. I can only imagine he was taken off, as this might be the case for a couple of them as well, because of fitness-related issues, because again, he hasn't got that many minutes in his legs now. So he might have only been capable of 60, 70, whatever it was. Nothing but boss, best player on the pitch. Craig Flynn says sound. Bradley played well when he came on. Yeah, he did. Boss sound for Endo. Endo says, Jarell Quansah says low boss. Love Wataru. I fully believe he's made it quite obvious. Endo can play a huge part if he's given the chance. Endo is sound, a natural leader. Man the match. Well, we'll get to man the match. Are we straddling or are we in full boss mode here? That's what I need to know. Best LFC player today, but still not boss. Okay, that might have answered that last question. I'm fine with that. I don't think anybody really warrants boss, but if anyone does or did, it was probably him. Where's my other... There he is. Cody Gakpo. Oh, we've got some full bosses coming in. Shit. Full boss mode. No player. I see you're twisting me melon. Straddling for sure. Okay, Alan, you've convinced me. Alan, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're from, as long as you love me. No, but I will take your word for it. Cody Gakpo. Jarell Quansah for sound, which is a good place to start. Sound, some decent touches, a couple of good crosses. Also drifts out the game a lot. Cody said mid sounds, low sound, possibly straddling. I don't know whether I've really brought this straddling thing to the fore, but I feel like a lot of us are using it, and I'm fine with it. I thought Gakpo was decent. I thought he showed flashes, and he showed a lot of nearly moments, and particularly in terms of assists, particularly in terms of finding Mohamed Salah at the back post, I should say. But yeah, never really happened for him. And I think the drift at the game point is accurate too, to be honest with you. wasn't a constant threat. Let's put it that way. Sound for Gakpo. Gakpo low sound, particularly first half. Yeah, I think second half he became a little bit more anonymous. And Gakpo's okay. Could have done more, but still good. Maybe it's me. Yeah, I'll take it. Wayne loves him a straddle as well. Good. I'm glad. We should all have joys in life. Life's too short. Cody Gakpo. That's a little bit high. I'm happy with that. Alongside Van Dijk. Let's do Mo Salah. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, let's do Mo Salah. That touch. That touch. Because that was a big chance. That. And it does feel as if we're all, as a fan base, as a squad, as a collective, we're all desperate to see Mo Salah thrive and break more records and continue to take the piss out of the Premier League. I don't know whether we're a little bit too desperate for it right now. I don't think it was quite as evident today as it was previously that we just need to get him a goal on the score sheet or as an assist somehow. But there's definitely elements of that. But yeah, there was a chance where he has a header which sort of drifts wide of the far post as well, which was quite close. But there's one where he gets fed into him. I can't quite remember who plays in the pass now. And his right-footed touch is just off. And it's a shame because if he'd got it right, it was a big opportunity for Mo. But yeah, there's a few examples of his touch not quite being at it today as well. On the periphery of things a little bit, which isn't like him. Let's have it right. Dino says you're messing. I'm not going to read that out. Salah, still love the man. Tsimikas says sound. Was the one player with real motivation. And again, I think a lot of that, he wants to win games of football, of course, he's the ultimate consummate professional. But I think a lot of the fire in his belly is coming from his own strive for individual honours and awards, which I can completely live with, by the way, especially now we've been crowned Premier League champions. It's at the detriment of what? Fuck all, ultimately. Salah's standards, low sound. Listen, he's been the standard bearer for the entire Premier League for so long. I don't think that's the worst shout in the world. Don't know about Mo. The standards definitely messing, but was actually okay, so low sound maybe. Yeah, I think I'm on board with that. A lot of people saying low sound all of a sudden. And I think if I was stood here on my own, that's where I'd be putting him. So therefore, that's fine. Diogo Jota, next. I'm going to keep my powder dry on Diogo Jota and let you guys take the floor. Because I have very, controversial the word. Strong is definitely a word. Forthright, perhaps. Opinions on Diogo Jota. Not just based on today, based on the entire season and a little bit before that as well. And certainly heading into the summer. But I'll let you guys speak instead. Yeah, next to Curtis, was your messing? I forgot he was on the pitch. Non-existent. Straight into your messing for Jota. Your messing, who's worse, Jota or Nunes? Non-existent, gets mentioned again. Was Jota playing today? As expected, it's not a loving. Yeah, it's not a loving. And Wax Fierce puts it almost as well as I probably could. Yeah. If we thought already that Liverpool needed a new number 9, today's evidence is all the proof that anybody would ever need to be convinced of that. Because what he provided, and then when Darwin Núñez came on, similar. Yeah. I think Diogo Jota might stick around. Liverpool might see enough in him. They might see there's enough legs, there's enough energy, there's enough quality left in the tank to be an option, a viable option forward moving forwards. I have major reservations. And most of my reservations around Diogo Jota have always been fitness and injury related, obviously. Because when he has played, he's been brilliant. That second part isn't really that true anymore. And I thought we turned a corner with him, with his Everton performance and goal, because I thought he was exceptional on that night and ended up being the match winner, of course. I thought that could be a real line in the sand. Hasn't worked out like that at all. And when he's bad, he's really bad, you know. And I think today was a little bit of that too. Wayne Kerr says Jota's gone. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But what I do know is that was not good. Not good at all. And listen, he'll know that. He won't need anybody to tell him that. None of these lads who play poorly say we need telling it was shit. I've played fucking sport before. I know when I've been shit and I've been good. often the former. Right, subs. Federico Chiesa came on. That guy, recognise him? Italian, decent looking, good hair. He came on. Who else came on? Darwin Núñez came on. Conor Bradley, Dom Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister. And was that it? Am I missing one? That's 5, so I absolutely cannot be missing anybody on. Federico Chiesa, he comes on for minutes, doesn't he, at the end? Like, feel free to rate him. I can just close my eyes and put him on the board, whatever you want, really. Chiesa has a medal. That is true. That is also true. Chiesa was sound, low sound, nothing to do, left it too late. Yeah, I said it before, I didn't think he was getting on. I didn't think he was getting on, man. Maybe I'm just, yeah. I've seen it too many times. Darwin Núñez. Oh, wow. Am I being too kind by saying he has to hit the target? Loads of me want to say he has to score, but I might dull it down a bit and say he has to hit the target, because I think he has to hit the target. As a minimum, he has to hit the target. But shit me. Bas van der Heijden, I'm still a Núñez supporter, but low sound. Oh, low sound might be high. I don't know whether low sound is right. I'm not even sure, is that close? You're messing all the way. Yeah, not even on the boards. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Conor Bradley nearly produced a wonder assist. Beat a couple, got to the byline, pulled it back, which I thought was the right option, by the way, to pull back, because there was 2 Liverpool players. Don't remember now off the top of my head who they were. You can tell how much attention I was paying. And it looked like the perfect bit of attacking right back play. But then it got intercepted. I'm not sure whether he underdid the pass or whether the option was the right one ultimately. But yeah, it was very impressive, nonetheless. High sounds, made a real impact. Adds energy, doesn't he? Effervescent, Conor Bradley, when he comes on. Yeah, I've just seen that. Are they much need to go for momentum and good in defence? Yeah, okay, we're having Conor Bradley. Absolutely having Conor Bradley. We're really having Conor Bradley. Wowzers. Amazing. Very good. Okay, everybody. Conor Bradley, some positivity in the room. Let's go. Alexis McAllister. What do you think of Alexis McAllister? Not man the match today. For the person who always shouts at me for giving Alexis McAllister man the match today, that won't be happening today. So you can get involved. It's a safe space again. What do we think? Comes on, doesn't he? He's brilliant, isn't he? He's fucking good, isn't he? Ultimately. Sound, though. It's just a sound performance. Not much to see here. Martin Lawrence took the words right out of my mouth. It must have been while you were sending a chat to me. Dom Szoboszlai also comes on the football pitch. What do we think of that? Help is basically what I'm trying to say here. Help and quick. Why are we still talking about Alexis McAllister, guys? We've moved on. You've got Dom Szoboszlai here. You mess it. Oh yeah, the pass. Shit the pass. Shit the pass. Same as Maka, not much from Hazard. Yeah, but the pass. Oh, everyone's right to mention the pass. Should have come on earlier. Dom, who? Oh yeah, shocking pass. Shocking pass. Shocking. He can't be as high as McAllister. That's insanity. I'll pop him just there. Right, we need to do on a slot, which I'll do now. And I need me man of the match. Oh, I can see it. It's miles away, but I can see it, so we're all good. Let's quickly do on a slot. And then I'll grab it, and then we can all go home. And enjoy being Premier League champions. I mean, our Sunday night. What do you think of the manager? Makes 6 changes, makes 5 from the bench. Interesting how obviously he does make the wholesale changes to the starting 11, but then gradually looks to get us stronger and stronger as the game goes on. Like, there was only really big hitters on the bench, to be fair, but he went to them. You know what I mean? He wasn't reluctant. He wasn't shy about turning to McAllister's, Szoboszlai's. Yeah, from the bench. No, but the point remains, who else? Yeah. The point remains, he went to them and he tried to make us more competitive in the match, and it kind of worked. Conor Bradley, there you go. Slot was sound. Rested them and roasted them, that'd be different. Gave the fringe players a chance, that's good enough for me. We've been calling for that all season, haven't we? I mean, it doesn't look particularly great when he does it, but still. We've now got, again, PSV, Plymouth, and today to look at as games whereby he's given the lads a chance, I'm not sure they ran with it personally. Wasn't on point today. Shame. Knows a bit more about a few players. That is very true. I think the learnings we'll take from today may well bear fruit come the summertime, personally. But yeah, all will be revealed. God, it's fucking shocker here. Right, let's knock Jarell down a little bit, Endo up a little bit, Bradley up a touch for the sake of it, and then I can get my man the match card, which, let's be honest, is A, miles away from me, and B, only between two players, and it's between Wataru Endo and Conor Bradley. Now, I know where I'd be putting it, okay? That's all I'm going to say. But as ever with this show, it's completely down to you. But boy, am I delighted to see the first three comments all say Wataru Endo, man the match. Now, I love Conor Bradley. I think Conor Bradley is excellent. However, I think Wataru Endo is man the match today, personally. And I'm glad to see the majority of you agree. Sound. Was Konate dancing the away end? If so, I need to see footage of that in the next 2.5 minutes. Probably Cole Palmer, but I'm not giving Cole Palmer any credit because he's used up all his credit for his entire life on the 90 minutes of commentary that Gary Neville just provided. My shitting God. That was horrendous. It's Endo for the vibe. Yeah, go on, Endo. Thank you, C-Mac. I'm glad I could convince you. Oh, of course, it's Endo. Ibu was dancing. Okay, that's me done then. I'm off to watch Ibu dance in the away end and enjoy whatever that looks like. Sound. Thanks for getting involved. As ever, I always say this is not possible without you guys, mainly because I like you all, but also because it's true. No, thanks for doing this with me. Thanks for doing the last bit with me. Thanks for doing the 2 hours before with the lads. Thanks for doing the start with me. It's a pleasure. Absolute pleasure to speak with you all, especially when we're speaking about the Premier League champions. Now, today was shit, all right? It was shit. I'll level with you. Don't like losing. It was crap. Too many bad performances, too many errors. It was crap. However, we are the Premier League champions, and we have got to do it all again next Sunday. So if you come along for that ride, it'd be much appreciated. And we're playing at Anfield, and we're playing Arsenal, so there's 2 reasons just to be better and to win. So let's try and do that together, shall we? Until next time, have a boss week. I'll probably see you sort of in the middle of the week at times, or you might see my face, unfortunately for you guys. If you do, try and enjoy it. If not, have a boss week anyway. I'll see you soon.